Mike.
Hello.
Nice to have you here.
Oh, it's great. Welcome back to Memphis NAMM.
Every year. Yeah.
I love it.
I love it too.
Now that you're here, it's a show.
Yeah.
We're good to go.
No, it's your show.
All right.
Absolutely. Okay, so you have new stuff here.
We have new stuff. And
Gibson Memphis.
Yes, Gibson Memphis, and I want to show you the new product. We're very proud of it. We're going to start with our 1958 ES335. If you'll excuse me, first year. Thanks to Ted McCarty, this is the first year of the ES335. And what's really lovely about this, and what I like, they didn't have fingerboard binding. So when they first started, it's got the Mickey Mouse ears like you're familiar with. Everyone knows the 59, but the 58 was a predecessor. Same pressings. The neck shape is very similar, but the one thing that was really different was a lack of fingerboard binding. Partway through the year, they then put it on there, and it went on from there. But this is the very first year they came out. This guitar, already it's a huge hit at the show. Internally, we're using quarter sawn Adirondack spruce. We're gluing the braces on with hot hide glue. It's a hot hide glue neck joint, and it's got our MHS humbuckers, and it's got our match pots. The guitar, I think you'll really like it.
Very good. Yeah.
And it also comes in a vintage burst. So, and there's one back there.
Let's pick it here.
All right, let's grab that one. All right. And we modeled this.
That's a nice burst.
Well, we modeled this off of a 58. Every sunburst tends to be a little bit different, and we saw this 58. It was so gorgeous. This is it. So, I hope you like the guitar as much as we do. We're having a ball building it.
Very cool.
Okay. Now, moving on, we're going a little bit away from the vintage world. We're into the ES Les Pauls. Now, this year we're doing a special series of guitars called the Premier. And we're having 4 models. We're going the ES Les Paul Premier, the ES335 Premier, a 345 Premier, and a Les Paul with P90s in the Premier. And what the Premier signifies is exceptional tone. We've been working with thermally engineered wood for a couple of years now. Our Montana division started producing their historic guitars with this wood, and it's actually done in a special kiln with a vacuum, and you can regulate the temperature so it cooks the wood in a sense. It pre-ages the wood. It changes the cell structure. It hardens the sugars. In fact, when you get the wood back, it smells like caramel. It's just wonderful because it's cooked. You think about cooking sugar, how sweet, it's what it smells like. Wow. So let me show you what we're doing. Here are some braces. Now this is quarter sawn Adirondack spruce, which is really some of the finest spruce you can get. For my taste, German spruce, Adirondack, that's it, top of the heap. So, here is our normal brace, and this is after it's been thermally engineered. And you can see the difference. I mean, it looks like it's been baked.
Yeah.
But what really matters is the tonal properties. When you actually take the cell, you harden the cell structures, you come through, it has the same sound, it has the same note. Let's say if we start and the brace is an F, and I've been measuring braces for notes. So let's say it started as an F, this will still be F, but it will ring more and have this open clarity. So it's got a chimey sound, it's wonderful. Now that is joined, let me show you here, with a center block. So, and you can see the center block. Our center block in the ES Les Paul is indeed mahogany, very lightweight mahogany, because you think, what's a Les Paul? And it's mahogany with a maple top. So inside ours, it's mahogany. This is thermally engineered. It's got that dark, this is right out of the kiln, so it's not beautiful right now, it sands down, but it loses a little bit of weight, so it's a little bit lighter, and again, it's the tone. It's got that bell-like clarity. And what we're doing is we're gluing the braces in with hot hide glue, so you get that best clear joint you can get, putting this in, And when you play the guitar, even acoustically, it just rings. It's amazing. Just amazing.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Oh, then you plug it into the amp, it comes
It's
through.
still ringing.
Oh, it is still ringing, only loud.
Yeah.
So here is the Les Paul Premier, and we're doing it in the figured with this faded sunburst. Now, a couple of years ago, working with Rusty Anderson, we developed our MHS pickups and our matched pots, and we're continuing
What
with
means matched?
matched pots. Is what we're doing is we have pots specially made for us at CTS.
Yeah.
They're 550K. We wanted to get as close to 500 as you can. So normally people order a 500K, and we do for a lot of guitars a 500K pot, and the range is 15% one way or the other for the resistance.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, they're custom making pots for us, 550K with a 5% either way sweep. So instead of being, sometimes you'll put the potentiometers in, one might be 430, one might be 520. These are
And they
right,
sound different, very
they
different.
sound different. And with ours, with the 5%, they're right here. It's always right here. It's 500, maybe 495, 510, but right there. There, you can't hear the difference. We then take those and we measure each potentiometer, write the resistance on each pot, and put them in separate piles, and then we build match sets.
Okay.
There's a lot of labor involved, but the result is so worth it. So it's got the thermally engineered wood, the hot hide glue, the matched pots, MHS pickups. The result is magic. So thank you. Now, a Les Paul standard for years has been black. So this year we just did one in black. It was just time. So let's move on. Thank you. This is brand new. Here, feel that. Hold that just for a second.
Ooh,
Yeah.
very, very light.
This is very much reminiscent of an ES330. And the 330 was a 335 with no center block. You think Grant Green, early B.B. King was playing them. A lot of wonderful music on the 330s.
I think it's my favorite guitar you do. The
Is it?
330.
I love them.
All time.
I don't know if you did it, but if you saw it, but we did a 64 330 this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
The chrome, yeah.
Yep. So that's what we were thinking about. So we took our Les Paul, we removed the center block, and bingo.
Yeah.
It sounds wonderful. It's air, it's acoustic. When you plug it in, whew, it's rock and roll. It's great. So, and without the center block, you can't have a stop tailpiece. So it was either trapeze or a Bigsby, and I love a Bigsby.
Yeah, sure.
So we've got this for this year. It's beautiful. Bourbon Burst, it's a limited edition, and we're building them now. So let's move on. Okay, this is our ES Les Paul Standard. It looks just like a Les Paul. Once you turn it over and you've got binding, you know it's not your normal Les Paul. But this is a 6-pound Les Paul. We don't have the F-holes, and it was just for the traditionalists. And already it's been a huge hit. People love it. A lot of guys, very traditional, but they wanted something lighter. It fits the bill. So there you go. The new Les Paul, faded light burst. I love the color. And let's move down. These, in fact, let's show the whole lineup. Right here, we've got 3 guitars. We'll start with this. These are brand new for our division. We had a request for a jazz guitar with better fret access, more frets, and just a little bit more contemporary, easier to play. So you know when you think about it, what is a jazz guitar? And in Gibson, it's the L5. It just is. That's your go-to guitar. So we took an L5, reduced it 10%. So it's that iconic shape, but a little bit smaller. On this particular model, for the figured version, it's very fancy. It's bound like Les Paul Custom. It's got the block inlays. It's got the fancy headstock with the SP2. We used our 59 tailpiece that's handmade for us, and it's 2 inches thick. And then the back, you'll see it's all going to be on our figured maple. We're picking nice wood.
Yeah.
These are beautiful.
As always.
And it's a 175 top, so it's totally acoustic. It is just wonderful, comfortable, easy to play jazz guitar. And typically, a 175, which is really a great jazz box, joined at the 14th fret, and it's got 20 frets. Well, this, so you don't have great access all the time. So younger players, here we go, 22 frets, and you've got full access. So again, this guitar is limited this year, but I think we're going to have to keep building it. The response has been very, very good. So
there's a different color here?
yes,
Yeah.
same guitar. In fact, here, we've got our dark vintage natural, and this is our Montrose burst. Because, when you think about Montrose, jazz. So there we have this. All right, and let me get the last one. Okay. And this is the same guitar. It's just a little bit more, it's a little plainer. So we love the 345. And a 345 in cherry is such an iconic guitar. So the appointments on this guitar are that of a 345. It's got just 3-ply binding with that large black strip, which I really like. It's got the split parallelogram inlays. We use a trapeze tailpiece, and it's every bit the guitar that the figured ones are, but in a plain maple and a little bit more affordable. So that covers a lot of our product back here. Oliver, it's so wonderful seeing you again.
See you next year.
And thank you all for coming.
Yeah.